it's Liana, and I'm back, and I'm going to talk about abstinence. Yay! But just a quick second, if you're wondering what lip gloss I'm wearing, it's NYX Butter Gloss in the color of, I don't know this color, Praline, in the color Praline. It's really pretty, and I love this lip gloss, so just dropping that right there. But okay, I want to talk about why I became abstinent. And if you don't know what abstinent is and celibacy, I'm going to tell you the difference today. So abstinence is refraining from having sex, and celibacy is abstaining from marriage and having sex. I'm not necessarily abstaining from marriage. Not saying I'm going to get married anytime soon, but I'm saying if there's a relationship that comes by, I wouldn't be opposed to like being married in the future rather than like not having sex. Like I can be in a relationship and not have sex. So I just want to make that difference right there. But yeah, I'm going to just kind of start off by telling you why I kind of became it. And I'm going to be as honest with you guys as possible. If some things don't apply to you, awesome. If they do apply to you, I understand because I'm telling you about my journey. I'm just going to give a disclaimer right now. I'm probably going to talk about a few things that might be a little bit vulgar for some young years. So if you're not in high school and up, I really don't think you should be watching this right now, just because I'm going to talk about some like intimate things and I'm be very transparent. So just a little disclaimer out there. But yeah, I'm just going to get started. So basically, I was in college and I was having sex. Just gonna put that out there. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And I just was like, I felt like I was doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, not because, I like this. Not saying I didn't like the boy, but like, I'm in love with this boy, da da da. Like, we were not in a relationship. I was just not putting the standards that need to be up there in there. Like, I was just kind of, we're talking for a long time, we have a good vibe, da 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 da, and then one thing led to another, and it was like that rather than, we're in a relationship and we're committed to each other. Like, there was like no commitment, and yeah, it was just bad. Like, I feel like that also played into like a little bit of my depression in college, just because I was so bent up about like needing validity, I guess, in that area, and I feel like I was filling a void rather than actually dealing with my issues. And yeah, it was more so for attention than for the right reasons, I guess, and it was just not okay. Like, it was just ugh. So in May of 2019, I was like, all right, like, I really gotta stop. Like, this is not okay. Like, this is just too much. Like, this is draining me. I'm already really busy. Like, I was staying, like, literally, I would go to school, then I would go to, like, work, and then I would go to, like, my organization events. And then when I would finally get back home, I would kind of hang out with my best friend, Asaro. And then after that, at, like, 1 in the morning, I was going out to hang out with these guys or this guy. I never did multiple people, just FYI, putting that out there. But this guy or whatever, and I was like, what am I doing? So not only am I getting lack of sleep, but I'm just all over the place. My emotions were just really all over the place. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to take a break from that. I just really don't need any distractions right now. It's just, that's a lot going on. So I stopped in May, and honestly, it's been life-changing. Like, I feel like I learned me more, and I learned what I liked, and then I kind of had to dive into why I was doing the things that I was doing, and like how unhealthy it was for me to do that, not just because it was having sex, but just because like I was doing it for the wrong reasons. I wasn't doing it because I was in love with this person or because I was infatuated by this person, but I was doing it because I felt like it was like a needy thing. Like, they needed me, or it was like attention that I knew I could have. Like, it was just not healthy, you know? And I was like, okay, like, I need to work on that. Like, that's not something that I should be okay with. So, honestly, me being absent has helped me with like distractions. Like, I'm not really distracted or involved with the guy. Like, I don't have any of those issues. Secondly, I feel like it helped my relationship with God, because instead of focusing on either the guy that I was talking to, or I wouldn't go to God because I felt shameful about, oh my gosh, like, I'm about to go, mess with this guy. But I just finished praying. Like, it was just so conflicting spiritually, So I just couldn't. Like, I felt, oh, like, God, I can't believe I'm doing this to you. So it helped me with my relationship with God as well, because it was like no distractions, and I didn't feel guilty or like shameful for doing the things that I was doing, and also trying to like maintain that relationship with God. And then thirdly, like, it just helped me love myself more, and without needing validation from any guy or any attention in that way. Like, I kind of found who I am and who I liked and what I liked, and like just self-love. I did a lot of self-love because I was like, man, like, I don't like depending on attention from other guys, or like, that's not something that's healthy. And I feel like I just didn't need that. So it helped me with my self-love and figure out who I am without any guys. And also, I was in a 2-year relationship with my ex-boyfriend for just since like out of senior year of high school, and then there was a few on and off moments, but it was just a lot. Like, I feel like I was always in a relationship and I never really knew who Liana was. So honestly, becoming abstinent helped me with like distractions, finding who I am, and accelerating my relationship with God. So honestly, I'm not going to tell you that being abstinent is easy, because it's not. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I enjoyed sex, and I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh. Like, I was a person that did enjoy that. And so it's not an easy thing to be like, all right, I'm just going to cut it off. Like, done, zilch. Like, it's actually really hard, and you have to have like self-control, and that's like the biggest thing that is like difficult for people who go abstinence, is self-control. And I had to honestly like reevaluate my social media page, like any of those like accounts I was talking about like sex in any way. I just had to stop. Like, I had to unfollow, because I was like, okay, I don't even want that registered in my mind. Like, I don't want to go down my feed and be like, oh God, like, and see that again. I just really needed a detox in that way. So that's another tip, like, on to help with your self-control, is like detox your social media, and kind of take that out, cancel it out, take it out of your life, take it out, because you're feeding that into you. So take that out, and it honestly is a step closer. And then secondly is you need an accountability partner. Like, my best friend, I told my best friends about it, and I, shared my experience, and I told them, okay guys, like, I want to go cold turkey. Like, I need help. Like, I need you guys to support. Like, I need you guys to be on me. Like, no, you're not about to hang out with him. No, you're not about to text him. No, you're not about to do these things, because it can just lead to other things, And so that was really helpful. And I just thank my best friends, Nasara and Tati, for just going through that journey with me, and still going through this journey with me, and just being like, no sis, you can't do that. And I'm like, you're right. So I'm gonna dial it back. And yeah, so that was a big thing. And I was gonna say something else. Give me a second. Okay, I don't remember. But so another tip on like self-control is honestly just being real with yourself and being all right, like, I have a problem with this, da 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 da, and state your things, list them, and then really just deal with each one at a time, because it's a process. And I'm not saying it's going to happen by osmosis, and I'm not saying it's going to be boom, you're just going to be abstinence. Like, no, it's a process, and it's something that you have to control, and it's self-discipline. And I feel like it's not just helping me with, just with this area, but it's helping me to be disciplined in other areas too. If I say I'm not gonna eat candy or whatever, or eat chocolate, or I'm gonna dial back on, junk food, it's helping me with self-discipline in other areas. That's also a really big thing. And another reason why I became abstinence was it helped me, it's going to, or it has helped me find who are going to be my friends, or who's down for me, for actually me, and because I feel like a lot of people, we go into relationships or we talk to people, and just at the end of the day, their true intentions are just to have your body and have that intimate sexual relationship with you, rather than actually being it for you and who you are. And that's like something that's really big that I've noticed, because even I have like super duper close guy friends, and I know that they are down for me for who I am, and they're my best friends, and we would never like cross that boundary really. So I can trust in that. So I just wanted to make sure that whoever I do get involved with in the future, if I do or if I don't, like, that person is gonna be down for who I am, not only in Christ, but my personalities, my likes, my flaws, all of those things, without depending on sex, So that's a reason why I also went abstinent. So if you want to find like your real boo and someone who's really down for you, challenge them with being abstinent in your relationship, and their true colors will definitely come out. Just a little drop mic tip right there. And then another tip on self-control is not only just the accountability and social media detox, but is really praying about it, because you've also made these ungodly soul ties, and you've been tied to people that aren't good. Like, you've been tied to a person that's a liar, or a person that gossips a lot. So like, now that's into you. So honestly, just pray about like, God, like, sever those soul ties. Like, those aren't a part of me. That's not who I am, and that's not who I'm going to be. So like, that honestly helps with that journey. And trust me, it's a hard process. But even like going on dates, like, I've definitely been on a few dates, and like, just having that self-control to be like, no, like, I'm sorry, I'm abstinent, so actually you can't touch my thigh, like, actually move that back. Like, having those real conversations, like, no, we're not gonna kiss, like, I'm okay, like, I'm off that, like, no, you can't get none of these goodies because it's on lockdown. So that is like super hard. So I feel like if you're struggling with that part and with saying no, like, then don't go on dates. Or if you do go on dates, do a group date, or do something during the daytime. No moonlight atmosphere type thing, because that's how they be trying to come at you. Like, oh, we in the car at 12 o'clock, the moonlight shining, stars out. No, like, we're gonna go to Panera at 10 a.m. Like, that's how serious you have to be if you're really dedicated to doing this. If you're not at the level where you feel like you can go on those late night dates and still have self-control, which there was a point where I definitely couldn't do that. It was like, we on group dates or day dates, we ain't doing no night, like, that's out. So just, these are some tips. If this helped you in any way, like, think about, man, maybe I do need to reevaluate like my sexual interactions. And if you feel like you're getting heartbroken after every interaction, all of that, like, maybe you just need to do a detox, and maybe you don't need to go abstinence for a couple months or a year or whatever, but you need to do a couple weeks, or a few days, just to like detox, because you don't realize how much you're feeding into yourself and how much you start to lose yourself when you have like these type of interactions. And like every heartbreak chips another part of yourself off. So just think about that. And if you like some of these tips and you're like, okay, maybe I can't use them all, but I'll use a few, like accountability partner, or I won't go on any dates that are at night. Like simple things like that can honestly help your growth in either becoming abstinent or just dialing back on your sexual interactions. Especially, honestly, being a college student, it's hard. I get it, but it's not impossible. So that's just a little tip from today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you feel like this video maybe wasn't for you, but it was for somebody else, like, tag them into it or send them this. And also, I'm going to put a few verses that helped me when I was going through this, like the beginning stages of it. Some verses that just help me stay strong and help me think like, all right, like this does not have dominion over me. Like this is not something that I cannot control. Like I have full control of my body and who I am and who I accept to go in it. So you have that control. Don't feel like you ever don't. It's your body. It's yours, and you can make choices over it. So I'll put some verses down. I'll even put some plans that I use on Youversion that kind of help me with that. And if you liked it, just thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, I hope you like this video. Bye.